Trends and opportunities in managing your career. You want to know everything? Stay tuned.
The actual situation, let's say from the job markets throughout Europe, for instance, which are stable, solid. We talk about unemployment. They have a lot of employed people, but the occupations are quite different today. So we've got more and more changes. But the good news is that if you are in a career transition, which is one of the possible things, you need between 8 and 9 months to get a new job. And 2/3 of the candidates, people who are just changing, they find a new job within 6 months.
Okay. What are the priorities together with the risks in this kind of area?
Depending on if you talk about the individual or the companies, I would say let's focus about the individuals. The priority is the mindset. Because we talk about age. The older you are, the more difficult it is, it can be. But this is not a fatality. The thing which is very important is what is your mindset? Just to go beyond. You had an occupation up today, and there is a change, and you have to cope with this change. And this is the first thing which is important. What is a priority? It is to be always employable. So employability is very important. How can you get employability? I think this is having, maybe you had an education a couple of years ago, but to have some continuous training and to be aware of what is needed on the market. And this is not always the task of the companies. This is also yourself. You have to know where are my skills? What can I use maybe somewhere else if needed? This is very important. I think this is a priority.
So you talk about very important key criteria.
Yes.
If we talk about, I would say, trends and innovation, okay?
Yes.
So employability, it's being really trained all the time and all along your path. But how can we see and define a trend and an innovation in this area?
Let's say from macro to macro to micro. First of all, the big trends that we have worldwide: globalization, which means that the markets are all spread over the world. That's one thing. Globalization. The second thing is digitalization. So the most jobs and the processes are digitalized. This is a global trend. So it means for the people that first we have identified these trends. The first trend is that people have to be more the leadership 4.0, which is coping with complex tasks, because the old organization chart saying that you have a boss and she or he is to boss you, and then you have the line reportees, etc. This has changed dramatically. We're in a networked organizations, so it means that you have to cope with different people. Globalized, which means that you have to cope with people from somewhere else, with other mentalities, other languages, or other skills. So you have to be more agile as you used to be before. That's one point in the trend. Another one is that the world is changing. We've got more and more mergers, so it means that the career or the job, the position that you had within a company, it can change, and you have to be agile. You have to be ready for a change within 5 years, maybe, because you don't have so many people as you used to have before staying in the same job, let's say 10 years or 15 years. This is something which is not to be found any longer. And the companies are
open.
Yes, to be positively open. This is very important. And this is once more, that's a question of mindset is very important. And to be your own entrepreneur. So it means that you have to take yourself in charge. Not
Entrepreneurship, what we call it.
Entrepreneurship, yes, entrepreneurship.
Do you see any opportunities in being this way, and what are opportunities in the future of having this kind of mindset and being openly, positively opened?
Yes, our experience in our job, and this is a passionate thing, we see people that have been 20 years in the same career path, and all of a sudden there's a change which was, they've been impacted and they didn't choose it, but it was a change, and they see that, I've seen that many times. Actually, I was not happy with the job I did before. I just did it because there was a rule, and I just have been get promoted, and just got up and up and up, and all of a sudden there is no there is no mindfulness in the job that I'm doing. So it means the thing which is very important afterwards is to get back to what you want to do, not what the company you've been with wants you once you are out. You have to see what you want to do, and this is maybe sometimes for some people in their middle ages, this is the first time they can just make the choice.
This is very interesting and so rich. We have so many things to say about
Yes.
that. But thanks very much, Pascal
welcome.
Favre, to be with us.
Thank you.
And to
a
share with
pleasure.
us all your thoughts and visions about this.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
This interview is in partnership with American International Club. Thanks for being with us.